Alleged malpractice. NJC suspends 2 judges. The National Judicial Council has suspended 2 judges, the acting president of Customary Court of Appeal in Imo State, Justice Francis Abosi, and Justice Aliyu Liman of the Bauchi State High Court. This was disclosed in a statement signed by the Director of Information of the Council, Soji Oye, on Friday. According to the statement, the decision to sack the judges was taken during its 91st meeting held online on April 22, 2020, and it is expected to take effect immediately. The statement further explained that Justice Francis Chukwuma Abosi was recommended for compulsory retirement following the falsification of his date of birth from 1950 to 1958, having discovered that he was supposed to have retired in November 2015 when he attained the mandatory retirement age of 65 years. The council also made a recommendation to Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State to deduct the salaries he had earned from November 2015 to date from his retirement benefit. On the other hand, Justice Aliyu Liman of the Bauchi State High Court was also recommended to the state governor, Bala Mohammed, for compulsory retirement pursuant to the findings that the council over his failure to deliver judgment in a suit between Abubakar Issa and Sheikh Tahi Bauchi within the 3-month period stipulated by the 1999 Constitution, having held onto the said judgment for almost 4 years. Meanwhile, the council also constituted a 10-man committee to come up with the urgent practical and strategic measures to be put in place in order to ensure that the court continues to function despite the lockdown and the COVID-19 challenges. Members are Justice Monica Dongban Mesa, Justice John Toho, Justice Benedict Kaib, Justice Ishak Bello, Justice Kahim Zana, Justice Oyebola Ojo, Paul Usoro, Abubakar Mahmood, Damian Dodo, and Justice Olabode Rodos Vigo as chairman. So, my people, this is the news reaching us at the moment. The National Judicial Council has suspended 2 judges for alleged malpractice. So it's been alleged that there's been a malpractice. The first one is Justice Francis Chukwuma Abosi. He was suspended today. His offense or his alleged malpractice was falsification of date of birth. It's alleged that he changed his date of birth from 1950 to 1958, and he has been serving. And as a result, this Justice Chukwuma should have retired since November 2015, but he carried on his work and everything. But let's take a look at this falsification of age. This is not the first time we are hearing this falsification of age. It's very rampant amongst politicians, from governors. It's very rampant. So these people that they are looking to for alleged malpractice, is it possible that they will look into the government as well? All of them, our very President Muhammadu Buhari, how old is he? Is that his right age that we know? A lot of things coming out. They are presenting or acting as though they hate malpractice. They don't like malpractice. Obviously, malpractice is not something that should be condoned or celebrated. But what we're trying to point out here is that what applies to one should apply to all. If this Justice Chukwuma is being suspended for this same reason, then we should look into the government. We should look into all our lawmakers and all our leaders. Anyone that has ever falsified this age should follow suit. I don't know. I'm not saying, but if we remember, for Abba Kyari, the late Abba Kyari, after his death, the government brought out a statement to say this is his correct age. I'm wondering why that when he was alive, nobody talked about his age. Nobody corrected his age. On the Wikipedia, his date of birth has always been there as 1938 or 36 or thereabout. That's been his age there. But after his death, they brought a statement that he's only 67 years. I don't know the point, or probably they are trying to ensure that he's able to get some benefit or some retirement, his families and anything. That's how they worked out that one. But if we look into the government, if we start checking among the 36 governors that we have in the country, even from the very top, from the vice president, their ages, it means their ages should be checked as well. It's not today we are hearing about all this malpractice. Even our very president, President Muhammadu Buhari, when he was asked about his result, he brought one ridiculous WAEC result that had the face of an old man in the result. That was so ridiculous. And a lot of people get away with this. All these politicians, they get away with this. But right now, it's the kind of country that we live in. Is unfortunately that it's the kind of country we live in. Obviously, like I said before, malpractice is not something that should be celebrated or condoned. But it should apply to, I keep saying it should apply to everyone. This justice that is being dealt with right now, all of them should look into their ages very well, and they should be dealt with as well. If he's suspended, that means they desire suspension. And now see what they want to do to him. They said they are going to strip him all the payments he has received within the last couple of years. The salaries he's been receiving from 2015 to date, they are going to be taken from his benefits. It's a good one, to be fair. I'm not saying that they shouldn't treat him that way. It's good. He should be suspended because malpractice is a no-no. It means you're cheating others. What that implies is that you should have retired since 2015. That's 5 years ago. Somebody else who should have taken onto that post, you left that person is struggling somewhere. You remain in that seat to ensure that you are collecting more money. This is the corruption we are talking about, that doesn't want to leave politics, leave our law leaders and our lawmakers. Who could have thought there's even a judge, a lawyer, or that would do such a thing? Someone in the legal that should know the right thing. They should know the right thing that is carrying out this kind of malpractice. So it's unbelievable. It's the country we live in, where from the top, the corruption. Probably this guy knows very well that even the president himself, there are a lot of things he has falsified. So fair enough, he can falsify his own stuff as well. And we know the other justice that was suspended as well, Aliyu Liman of Bauchi State High Court. His reason for being suspended was that there's a case he has been holding on to for the past 4 years that he should have concluded, but for some reasons, who knows, all of the trick he has played regarding that case. That's why they are suspending him. It's high time that corruption leaves our country, even from the lawmakers. You can even imagine in the courts itself, where people should be tried, where fair judgment should be passed, and people verdict, and a lot of things that needs to be done. That's where the malpractice, that's even where the corruption is seated. It's truly unbelievable. But I still believe that if corruption leaves the top, if it leaves that villa, the corruption starts from that villa. If corruption is able to leave that villa, corruption will leave everywhere from our country, Nigeria. We'll get a better nation. We'll arise as a better nation. It's really a shame. It's really truly unbelievable, this kind of things that we see. And the truth is that it goes all over. It's spread across all the nations. They're seeing all of this malpractice and all of this corruption that is in circulation in our country. So people, this is the news reaching us at the moment. I do want you to leave your take. Do share your thoughts on these two judges that have been suspended. It's a good one that they have been suspended, but they can do something further to even probe those sitting up there. So I do want you to share your thoughts. I want to take this time to say thank you to everyone that have subscribed. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do click on the subscribe button down below, and also click on the notification bell. And then please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Just hit the like button just to let us know you do appreciate what we're doing here. So I want to say thank you once again. Till I come your way again, it's bye for now, and God bless.